talking like we paying
The new rate or the old rate. The new rate is comfy.
The new rate is comfy.
It is. It's guaranteed. Look what I'm a nice guy.
Honest
Wait, we recording? Jay, we recording? Oh wow, y'all some sneaky. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like when we start the episode like that. Because we was talking about people.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Talking
kidding. We don't
about
talk about none of y'all. That's a fact. Well, I'm gonna introduce the podcast because on another episode I didn't even introduce it. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Devvon Terrell from the My Audio Nerds podcast, the podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Also, make sure you judge us on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. I don't know why they're laughing on the other side. Whoever leaves a review, please make sure you put your @ so we can hit you up and tell you that you've won a copy of the HMD Rosetta EQ to the left of me.
The ordained master. I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm FL.
You chain me.
You
chain
Shout
me.
out Larry O.
Shout out Larry O.
LJ, the FL guru of the podcast.
Okay, I appreciate that. To the right of me.
It's your boy, the rep of the Ableton affiliates, Ice in the Veins, BLE, Big Live Energy up in here. Courtney Taylor, bro.
You just be making shit up.
Bro, I'm on a new BLE, Big Live Energy.
Big Live Energy?
Yes.
Where you get that from? Oh, from Ableton?
Ableton
I
Live.
just did the science. I'm sorry. I just
Didn't
did the
you?
math. I apologize.
Y'all
Thank
saw
you.
what? Who did it? SoundCloud.
He said this. He said big.
Thank you, Kid
SoundCloud
Live.
posted something.
SoundCloud?
Yeah.
What?
SoundCloud said put the Ableton logo and it said live and love learn or something, and it was supposed to be live, love, learn, but
Who did that?
SoundCloud.
What are they doing? What's
I don't know.
happening?
They're trying
Speaking
to
of
do
which,
some
let's
collabs.
go to our one gotta go.
Wait, what? No. Before
trying to
you
do
go
some
I
there.
don't know, it was just nasty. It was just like
They
live, love, learn, but they used the live,
Live, love, learn.
the Ableton logo for all of them.
Oh, I just got the science. I just did the
It's
math.
like, yo, SoundCloud, we just want
Give me the
quicker
music.
monetization.
Just
Like,
give me the music,
we
fam.
just want a little more space for the free tier. Like, what are y'all doing?
You trying to show me what your boy's working? Like, get out of here.
Also,
Let me upload Og Vorbit. Like, why y'all doing
Let me upload Ogvorbis.
Are any of y'all paying for SoundCloud right now?
No, I'm not doing
You
SoundCloud.
might
Damn, I gotta
bro.
pay for my SoundCloud.
You know how many SoundCloud accounts I got? What?
I have to pay for mine.
That 2,000 minute limit? Ooh.
That's yo, they hit me.
That
Yo, I
should
ain't gonna
be
lie.
hidden.
When they hit you with the minute subscription, it's
Yeah.
like, yo, I gotta subscribe to the minute because obviously I have a huge catalog on SoundCloud. So I had to up it, or else I think I was gonna get the boot. Like they was gonna like,
They gonna take records down.
yeah, which is
That's
like,
OD.
whoa.
You ever had to delete a record just to make some space for another record?
No,
that was-
I ain't gonna lie.
Meet me in the comments, y'all.
If you want to donate to the Leavings Fund, the LJ Fund of keeping his SoundCloud,
on.
please donate at
Speaking of
what's your Cash
SoundCloud-
App? Put your Cash App.
What's my cash app? Oh, I wouldn't tell y'all. They gonna request me. I'll be tight.
You
They
bugging.
gonna request
They
me.
will request
They'll
me,
send
but
you
I
money.
was-
Exactly.
They'll send you money.
You think nobody gonna send
As a
send you
matter
money?
of fact,
doubt
as
it.
a matter of fact, can I put mine on
What's
there?
your Cash App?
My
Can I
cash
plug
app $$LGene03.
If
I don't know
you
why.
give him $1, I want to see who
They
gives him
gonna
$1.
request me $200.
If they
Oh,
give
y'all
you,
send me $1, I'm gonna give one person Rosetta.
he figured out he said, "Hold on, I'm a hustle. Hold on,
One person gonna get Rosetta.
yo, I want to. And I want you to post it on our
our
Instagram
Instagram.
and see like, yo,
Wow, that's funny.
let's see what happens.
That's
Let's
a good
see if
tactic.
people contribute to your like your
Okay.
your
All right.
SoundCloud. Make sure you say SoundCloud contribution.
SoundCloud
sure.
contribution.
You can hit us with one gotta go now.
All right, one gotta go.
Yes, sir.
These have zero correlation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Okay.
It is 2011, 2012.
Okay. Interesting time.
You recording yourself on a Samsung CO1U, right?
Classic.
You have your home studio. It's not there yet, but
Right.
you know you buy used. You know you do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you just getting it out there, and you making beats on the side. So you uploading the BeatStars and SoundClick.
Ooh, you ain't old enough to know what that is.
You ain't old enough to know what that
Wow.
is.
Old soul.
Crazy.
What a classic
All right.
fucking place. It burned to
I'ma
the
give you-
ground. It just burned to
because
the
they just never
ground.
updated the UI.
They
That's what it
their
was, bro. It
UI
just
was so bad.
Yeah.
It just became so. It's
But
like the
shout out
internet
to everybody
updated.
that caught a hit off SoundClick. Shout out Mike Classic. You got a hit off SoundClick.
Everybody
Ooh, come
did.
on.
I got
I
yeah.
ain't
Where did I get WCW from? I think I got it from SoundClick.
SoundClick, yeah.
Yeah, I got it from
That's
SoundClick.
Yeah, the other guy did too.
Shout out
Because
SoundClick.
Bryson bought the beat 2 days before me.
Yeah, that hurt. I'm gonna give y'all 5 tools. One gotta go. If you be PC, I don't want to do this anymore. Don't be PC. All right.
Okay.
Be honest.
One gotta go.
One gotta go.
Okay.
5 is 2011.
Okay.
All right. Probably let's say you just got paid this Friday. $950 in your account right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
2011. That was good for me.
Yeah,
2011.
exactly.
Woo, I was
That's why I
I was
gave that-
right,
that's
like-
why I gave that number.
I was like, where you at?
And
Where
it's
we
like
at?
it's like the third week of the month, so you ain't really gotta get ready for pay. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, week 4, when I get
That's
some
when you have
money,
to
I'm
stack.
like,
He's like,
Yeah, it'd be like time to save
Shout
up.
out to
I
him.
look at my account and I'll be like, I'm not looking. Yo, when week
Yeah.
3 hits, I'm not looking at my account for the rest of the
Yo, I
month.
do that today. I do that today. I'm not looking at my account.
Because this is going to go down when that first of the month hit.
All right. Here's the 5. I'm going to give y'all 4 because one of these is a little too new.
Okay.
So I'll do PayPal.
Oh, shit. Where you going? Okay.
How you going to pay for the beats? How you going to
That's
receive
true.
payment for the beats? You know?
Okay, shout out Elon Musk.
eBay.
Damn.
How you going to buy used gear?
I got all my used gear from eBay back in the day. My rockets.
YouTube to MP3. How you going to get them beats?
I got an alternative. Go ahead.
No. Any type of YouTube
any type?
to convert.
All right, now you're wild. All right, go ahead.
All right, and
Yeah,
then
now we're
the
getting
last
fun.
one,
That was good.
the Pirate Bay.
In 2011?
That's just gonna be the one for all of them.
In 2011?
Yeah, that's what.
Don't say a different alternative website. I mean,
Just in
all
general.
those, yeah. But the
Bitcoin
Pirate Bay is just
and
gonna be the
and
one.
shit like that.
Shout out to
Whoa.
Team R2R times Team AIR. Yeah,
I seen people
told you.
comment.
I told you.
You
They
said
knew.
you said
They
it.
knew
I ain't gonna lie. You said it. Damn.
Well, I
So
gotta
what
go.
is it? It's
PayPal.
PayPal. Hell no.
Yeah.
What else?
Pirate Bay.
Pirate
Yeah.
Bay. Okay. What else? eBay.
eBay. And
Hell
what was the
no.
last one?
And
YouTube's MP3.
YouTube's MP3.
Pirate Bay for me.
Gotta go.
Yeah. For me.
You're wild,
For
bro.
me.
Tripping.
For me.
I don't know how much.
You got $950 in your account. I know Pro Tools isn't charging you monthly yet.
Damn, you
But
kind of right.
that's what I'm saying,
But I
like-
can't. Ooh,
That
'cause
950, I get a DAW, and that's probably it. I maybe get one
ain't gonna
plugin out of
lie.
a
that.
DAW.
And
You gonna just buy
with
one
950?
Yeah, you only gonna get.
That's what I'm
one
saying
DAW.
without Pirate Bay.
Yeah, no, I'd rather take Pirate Bay and pay Johnny Giuliani on his website.
That's what I'm saying.
rather than
Okay, yeah, Pirate Bay can't go. I'm sorry. Pirate Bay won't go.
can't.
In 2011,
Damn, this is a crazy conversation. Pirate Bay
damn,
cannot
what
go.
goes? What goes?
I don't know. PayPal, there was no cash.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
So
I'm
PayPal,
not gonna lie to you.
I think PayPal,
PayPal
might be an
changed the-
untouchable, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
untouchable. It changed the.
That's
And
a fact.
without yeah.
No, I'm not
So-
gonna lie to you. Okay, wait.
Go ahead.
I think mine's the easier one.
What?
I think given money and given we still have Pirate Bay, I will still be just as dope as I am now, just a different time. I'm going to say YouTube's MP3.
You're tripping.
I'll just make the sacrifice. Cause look,
You're right.
it's it's the culture. If
He's
we're back
right.
in 2011,
It's not
we're
just
back
the
in the
beats,
cult.
though.
We're back in the culture of get on this beat. Everyone's doing this beat. Do this. Like tackle that.
But-
cool. I could just make my own beat. I'll just do something different.
No,
and
no,
I'll
it's not that
take the
easy.
struggle of just trying to be individual.
It's not that easy,
Yo,
bro.
nothing-
It
What the
is.
It's not there. Like, there ain't no beat making software that's hard like that yet. Maybe
FL was
that's
around in
it.
2011.
That's
What are you
it.
talking about?
2011, FL was
It was
reigning.
It was FL9, FL10.
Ableton, I never even heard of yet.
Ableton wasn't even popular.
may have
I'ma
existed.
say
Logic
like
was Logic
out there.
Logic
I'ma
was
tell you
out
what
there.
hurts,
Logic
though.
was out there. Damn, I might have to get ready to YouTube to MP3.
You're tripping.
I'm gonna go
Can
with
I tell
that.
you why?
Go ahead.
Part of the game, you know what I mean? Facebook popping, right? You gotta get them freestyles off.
Okay.
Yeah, you could buy a Johnny Giuliani beat,
Right.
but let's say Hipstrumentals was down.
Oh, hold on. Without YouTube to envy, I would not be sitting here
Exactly.
because I was
You can't
ripping.
do freestyle.
I was ripping
Yeah,
original
exactly.
beats. Damn, I'm
You
sorry.
can't buy like Drake beats.
My career
you know?
doesn't exist.
I'll tell you what gotta
Literally,
go
my
for
career doesn't. If I don't have a YouTube to MP3, like any of those stream
conversion.
You know, I'll tell you what goes, and
Dog,
it's hard.
this is the hardest one. Got to go. You
This is
ever
actually one of the hardest ones.
because
for
that's
sure.
like the fucking 5 rings of Thanos that you just named.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
it's an Xbox
I'll
ring
tell
of
you-
death. No matter which one you
Yeah,
let
exactly.
go
it
of.
up.
That was hard.
I'll tell you what has
that
to
was
go.
nerdy as shit.
It
By the way,
hurts.
bad.
It
What?
hurts, but I gotta let it go.
What?
What?
Let go.
It
He's gonna let go.
doesn't- Anything
PayPal.
else is just eBay.
You gonna go eBay?
It gotta
Yo,
be
I'm not
eBay.
gonna lie. It's in the back of my
So-
head.
I
So
can
I'm
go
gonna
to
do
a pawn
that.
shop. It's gonna be a little more expensive. I could go.
I can live without it.
I can live without eBay
Craigslist.
too.
Is
I get you.
Craigslist out yet?
Yeah,
Craigslist is out. By 2011,
I'll
it's
take a
out,
risk.
and it's
I'll
popping.
take a little risk.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to
or
you.
buy it new, maybe.
You're right.
Off of installments or something, but I can't.
You're super right because the reason why eBay gave me like kind of a stop because it was so important to my career
Yeah.
because it was the place where I was able to buy like 2 Rockets monitors used for
For
$150 for the pair, like $150. That was amazing.
Sound like Cali Audio today. Come on.
My blue microphone, my whole studio, I bought it off of eBay. My first studio was all off eBay because it was
What
just
the best?
dirt.
What was the best eBay find, if you could remember?
Audio equipment
Oh,
wise,
I know what mine is.
it has to be my blue microphone, my blue
How
baby
much you got
bottle.
it for?
I got it for $300.
Oh shit.
Woo! Wow, it was a
That
hit.
was nice.
Best eBay
What's
buy.
the best eBay buy.
I've never done audio gear. I've only done games, so I'm not gonna get into that bag. I was a kid back then. My dad put me onto eBay. I will say I seen him buy a
Jamaican. Courtney's Jamaican, by the way.
This is some Jamaican household shit.
Yeah.
I did see him buy. I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all be really wild. Like those, I mean, granted it was eBay and y'all was trying to make a quick buck back then, but y'all that was really like in the late '90s to like early 2010s, giving up like actual vintage 8-tracks. Reel to reel, vinyls.
We didn't know
it was going to be worth
that. It was going to be like that.
Even right now, like people throwing out Metro cards, they throwing out CDs, they throwing out a bunch of things that like
Metro it's going to have value.
Yeah,
if you
don't know what a Metro card is, we're from New York. It's basically what we used to get on the train
and
stuff like that.
And they getting rid of that. R.I.P. to Metro card.
So you landed
eBay.
You landed. So
wait. Let me get mine off.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you go. I'll let you go off. Go ahead.
I saw my older brother get an MXL 990.
Wow.
In an auction for like $18.
Wow. You can see some really crazy.
The shock mount and the XLR. That's another thing. You ever find a good deal on something?
That's what I'm saying.
Missing a piece that costs
way more. Yeah,
you can find some crazy situations on eBay if this is back in before 2015.
How much you think that Command go for right now?
Oh my God, the board.
I'm gonna check eBay. Hold on.
The D Command or the Control C24?
I think it was the D Command you were talking about.
Because the most popular...
That was what we found in the video.
Digital mixer...
I'm about the actual... Yeah.
The most popular digital mixer back in the day that... It was like... I was like, oh, God, it's another...
Is it was C24?
Like, it's the Command... I don't know if it's the Command 24 or the C24. One of them is newer than the other.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, it was called... It was the... You know that dark brown, black board? You know what I'm talking about? It's an Avid board.
I'm talking about the...
It's a Pro Tools
gray joint. I'm talking about the Command.
Oh, you're talking about the C20... I think it was called the C24. The D Command.
Okay,
whatever. I think it's called the D Command.
I've
never had those
boards.
boards.
It's going on eBay used for
what?
$57.
What's $57?
The Command mixer.
How many channels is it? How many channels is it?
Oh, that's the 8-channel one I'm looking at.
Oh, wow. Okay, I was saying
that's kind of
it's still kind of interesting. Can I bring something up? To be honest, that
those
you
were
kind of
essentials. Those were like very essential.
I'm sorry. That's the first time one gotta go wise. Okay, eBay does fall in that. Thank goodness. I'll take eBay out of that whole thing.
I got that was a tough one.
Wait, you said YouTube to MP3. I'm telling you something.
My career doesn't exist.
If it's me, if we're talking just like what I would do, it's YouTube to MP3. But I will say the easiest get out of that one gotta go is most likely eBay. It's tough though.
It is.
A lot of things you can get.
To y'all YouTubers, not YouTubers, I'm sorry. To y'all beat makers on YouTube. Those Johnny Giuliani's.
Shout out to Johnny Giuliano.
To Cash Money AP. I'm sorry, Johnny Giuliano. Cash Money AP. To y'all putting y'all when streaming hit, start getting spicy.
It started getting spicy.
Who started getting spicy?
The producers.
In what way?
When they started doing like stream limits and caps on the leases.
Yeah.
My God. Do y'all know
$30 lease? You can't get more than 1,000 streams.
Do you know how weird that was of a time where you buy a lease and they said you can't get more than like 10,000 streams or you gotta upgrade?
I was one of them. Shout out to me.
How many people?
Shout out to me.
How many people actually got ran down on? Because
I know there was one producer that had a list. He
was watching everybody. You had to really watch that. That was impossible to track.
AI could have. Oh, now. AI could.
Oh, it's
hit you when it hits.
It's mad obby.
Benchmarks and stuff.
So let's stay here. The fact that we're talking about producers and how the PayPal thing and how we all made an income. How do you make money in the music industry? Let me add to this, and I'm speaking from the perspective of as far as making money in the music industry. How does a recording engineer make money? How does a mix engineer make money? How does a producer make money?
It's not hard.
How does an artist make money?
How does an artist make money?
How does a budding artist make money?
You're saying it is not hard?
It's not hard. Here's what you do. Look at me.
For who? Whose perspective you speaking from? Okay, producer.
Oh, and this is what I want to ask you too. Yeah.
There's 3 ways.
Y'all got a lot of ways, bro.
No.
This is free game by LJ, by the way. So
keep
pay
in
attention.
mind, we're getting robbed every day. Just 3 ways, right? Actually, I'll give y'all 2. I don't want to give away the sauce. Okay. 1, you could sell plasma. And 2, you could go drop some ass at the strip club.
1,
you're not making money. You're not making
Imagine, my son said 1, you could just get up off your ass and go give your blood because, GG, man.
Like, that's messed up.
You go bounce some ass at the General Women's Club.
Bounce that.
General Women's Club is crazy. All right, this is a different pod. Listen, all right, producer-wise, I think that out of all of us, I think y'all got the most. The most.
They got the layup.
They got a bunch of different ways to make bread.
And that's why it is the most crowded. So even it might be a little easier to make bread until you gotta bust through everybody at the festival to try to get to the front.
You think being a producer is more crowded than being an artist?
No.
I think artists is more crowded.
I think artists is more crowded, but at the same time, artists go to the same producers or they type in the same type beats, and if you're at the top, you lucky. Think of how many people use the same beats. Like, there's a one type beat. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
that's
it samples a
used
Kalani record.
To death.
And I heard 7 records with it, and it was you the king of taking them beats from them people.
Oh yeah, I'll take them beats easy, and I'll make it.
I'll make it the one. Serious.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You're talking about a record. I remember. And shout out to this person, but I bought that beat from the producer, and then she was like, "Hey, like." I have a song to that beat. You should check mine out. I said, okay.
That's nice.
I'll check it out. I said, but I don't know what you want from me. I'm not taking mine down. I bought it. I own it.
You want me
that's just it.
Refund this?
Yeah.
Like, you gonna buy it from me?
No, she wasn't gonna buy it from me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Actually, I got hit up for like catalog sales, but that's a whole nother thing. That I ain't gonna lie.
That's how y'all make money. But you need a catalog first.
So as an artist, so I'll speak from the artist perspective. For me right now, I'm not gonna lie, selling parts of my catalog is looking real attractive. Yeah. And to the artists that say, I really don't want to give up my music because it's mine, I own it. I hear you. That's great. What I could also do with that depreciating asset that is my music, I can literally take that money and go buy a house and put that in another investment.
I was about to say.
And grow it even faster. So
Shout out
me,
to the casino.
I own things, you know what I mean? And I'm cool with owning my music, but I'm also I have there's more to it. You know what I'm saying? For stuff like that.
I will say, I think, hear me out. Oh, this is going to sting.
What you about to say?
There's a lot of artists in the way, and there's not a lot of y'all are fighting for pennies.
Right.
But once you pull through.
Shout out Pierre. He's walking. Shout out Pierre.
Oh, fresh from the NFL draft.
Fresh from the NFL draft. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh from the draft.
My video nerds.
My video.
Good guess.
But yo. Once you cut through, there's money for you.
Oh, for me
as an artist,
yeah.
I feel like for producers, bro, you got
even if you cut through. Now, so you're right.
I could name, and I'm not dissing any of y'all. I love the community,
right?
But I could name producers that you've heard their name. Think about it like this: you always tell me, once that artist says your name, you out of here, off to the races.
Yeah, people will start hiring you for work.
Drake's biggest record in the last 5 years. He starts the record saying a producer's name.
Who?
Trap Money Benny.
Ooh, Trap Money Benny. You know, I didn't know that was the producer for years.
I don't know. I could be off.
Okay.
I can't name another
Trap Money Benny song to that degree.
Are you sure?
Same with Renegade, and no diss to them people.
Right.
I'm just saying, they still got it. It's not like shit just got easy. Like there's conversations of producers that caught the record.
Right.
And they doing their thing. And it's ATL Jacob, perfect example. He's out of here. He's
out of here. ATL Jacob's out of here. Facts.
Whereas I'm just saying, like, just because we get that pop, you still gotta figure it out. We know so many producers that caught that record.
So here's
a year later, 2 years, you know what I mean?
They disappear. Like, so here's my thing. I think that from a producer standpoint, you gotta look at it like the producers. So something happened in 2000, let me say 17, 16, around there, 2018, around there, where producers, the norm was producers get their pub, right? But we gave them 3%. Like the number was like 3% of streaming royalties, like the master. We give them like 3% of the masters. So they made a little bit of that. That was before streaming. So they would get 3% of a $10 sale. Like that was basically how it was. Over time, producers, and remember that conversation was coming up, was like producers not getting money. Like that was becoming a big thing. And producers started to hit me with the 10%.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey man.
Don't say saying the numbers, and now people go look at me like, yo, why you ask me for this percentage?
Hold on. No, we gonna get there, because if I tell you what I've been giving people lately, it's getting cold out here.
I ask for wild shit.
Yeah.
I know. I'm self-aware.
So it went up to 10%, and it was, and what the argument was, and y'all right, y'all deserve it, it's all good, but this was the argument was, it was like, yo, bro, you're starting to cut into my profit, because remember, producers, we were paying y'all, or we're paying producers the upfront.
Yeah.
So I would give you like $1,000 plus you would get 10%.
Yeah.
But until I recouped on the 1,000, then the 10% would kick in. But that upfront plus 10 was.
Yo, as a producer, bro, you have to build your value, and you cannot stop working. And I'll tell you why. Because after a point, if all your music is all your money is in music, and all your money is coming from placements and all of that.
Right.
I'm just, unless you catch that Old Town Road, it's just not sustainable.
I get
and
that.
I put it like this. You'll find yourself at one point, and that's why I'm so big on likeness. If you really want to make money, you got to sell to other producers. Yourself. No, you got to sell to other producers.
Okay.
Dylan Graham does not promote himself, but
he sells to other producers.
Packs.
Yeah. Yep.
I buy from him. But
his likeness.
Just because you got a placement don't mean I need to buy your drum kit.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know what I mean? And that's the big thing. It's just like you got to create that value. Not
there's
to
a value
the consumer.
Yep.
Okay.
The consumer doesn't care about you.
Okay.
At the end of the day.
And there's actually an interesting line where that does kind of show the dichotomy of it when it comes to producers and artists, specifically in modern music. And that's that both sides or both individuals have to kind of be characters. Which is actually, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You talking about the likeness of the producer?
I'm actually gonna take this into an interesting direction.
What?
I think all three positions have they play into character when it comes to the likeness of the individual. Because you know what I've noticed?
What?
Producers, it's now become a trend. Not necessarily a trend,
okay,
but we've noticed producers have become more. They've been showing their personality more.
Yes.
Timbo, Kenny Beats,
yes,
Decap.
Yes.
In terms of the big name ones, because more so, if we're being honest, we see that more so still from the YouTube producers more so than the big guys.
Right.
But now it's just more so becoming discovered that even mix engineers have personalities.
Stop right there.
It's not as if mix engineers are.
No.
I have to.
No. I gave you. No.
But it's
you gotta
literally prime.
Let me go. No. Let me go. Just let me go for a second. The fucking rise of the mix engineer in today's world.
The face of it specifically.
The face of it. Let me say this. There are so many ways today now of how to make money as a mix engineer. From mix engineers are selling plugins. Mix engineers are doing mixes, of course. Mix engineers are doing seminars. We're teaching classes. Dog, when I mean I love the career, one of my careers as being a mix engineer, I love it. It's so lucrative now, and it's wild because it's so wide open, and it's such a huge historical shift from what the mix engineers was back in the day. Mixing engineer back in the day, you mix, you were quiet, you were in the room, no one even knew who you were. The only people that were like really, really known was it had to be within the industry or the Bruce Swedines or the huge, you had to be on mega huge projects for people to go, yo, who was that guy? So for me, I just think that from a mix engineer, I think it is an amazing time on earth to be a mix engineer because our likenesses have kind of become kind of what like the producer is,
a little bit synonymous with producers.
And things like Muso.ai, the fact that we're able to see Jason Joshua 200 billion streams, that makes even the public go, wait, what does he do? Why does he have 200 billion streams? Exactly. It's starting to make the mix engineer look like the most impactful person on the squad now, which is dope to me. So I can pull a lot of different triggers as far as how to make my bread now when it comes to mixing.
But that's the entire point where we're going back to, it's just around the clock. Because yes, they're more visible. Yes, we all are more visible, but we're only being, not only being visible, but we're only gaining that visibility from ourselves. Jason Joshua is not selling himself to the consumer of the lady that listens to Going Bad on the way to
No, he's
work.
not. Right.
He's selling to the guy who wants to know, what's that limitless plugin?
The niche. He's selling to the niche.
Yeah, so that's literally it. So
we're creating an economy.
And you have, but that's my entire point. You have to create some type of value for yourself to be able to sell to the people that are in your field.
That want to learn.
Basically to your comp in a sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're teaching the kid that is going or that strives to be the next you.
True. And I think that comes with credibility. Where it's like, if you have a certain amount of credits, I have Grammys, I have this, now your credibility has risen, thus you can sell. Because someone wants to see or figure out, how do I get there with you?
I have such a great place to go this. Well, whenever you guys are done, I got you.
In order to get that, you have to build that within you. You can't sell immediately.
No,
right.
You have to go.
You got to build trust.
The reason why producers were so important, and I'll just go straight to the 2000s.
Okay.
The reason why we knew these people is because I'm so sorry. I just had a brain fart.
The
But the reason why
the artist shot them
I'm
out.
not even worried about the artist shout out. The reason why the producer was so valued was because the producer was so important. Because they had a likeness, A, and B, because there was a little scarcity. Like, in the sense of, even though there were a bunch of producers, not a lot of people knew who they was.
It was costly to be a producer.
Exactly.
It cost money to be a producer back in the day.
So not only did they provide value to the record by creating the record, but being attached to it, they provided value.
Yeah.
And then
that's the super producer conversation.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I feel like a super producer is more of a producer that was an artist as well. But I feel like those big producers, the reason we know their names is because they were, and the reason why they were sought after is because they created a value for themselves.
They created a lot of value.
And we're in a new world.
Right.
The producers that have a value for themselves, Metro Boomin, Mike Will made
DJ Mustard.
Can I tell you what I think a new prerequisite is?
What?
That wasn't needed back then. It was used, but it wasn't needed.
What?
Breaking an artist. Or creating, not breaking an artist.
A producer breaking an artist?
No. I take that back. Creating a sound for an artist. Mike Will made it, so happened to break Ray Sherman, but he was the Ray Sherman sound.
808s, distorted 808s.
What you call it? Metro Boomin created his thing by, he didn't break Future, but he created that Future
21
sound.
Savage.
And then he brought us 21 Savage, and then Drake, that What a Time to Be Alive, perfect time.
40 should be,
then
40.
Even if you want to go to new people, Jetson made another one, came up with DaBaby.
Yeah.
What's his name? He did Look Alive. Tay Keith came up with Block Boy.
Yeah, he came up with a lot of hard hitting stuff.
He was doing Beyonce records at one point.
Yeah.
Hit Boy. ATL Jacob.
Hit Boy had a sound.
He didn't break anyone.
Who?
ATL Jacob.
Oh yeah.
But guess what?
He was on everything though.
He's still on
everywhere
because he evolved Future sound.
Right.
Yeah.
So being that you're talking about sonics and sound, my God, if we talk about the mix engineer and just what the mix engineer brings to the table in that regard, from a sonic standpoint, I think we're starting to discover them. Now, here's the difference between the mix engineer and the producer. I think the producer has more of an appeal to the normal consumer. I think the mix engineer, I don't see the mix engineer having like the appeal to the mom, or, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't see them caring as much about us.
There's a creation there.
Right.
Where we are, and this is not a slight. It sounds like a slight.
I know, but it's not.
We're creating something.
Yeah.
You guys are improving what we create. You guys are making that shit. You're making it palatable.
We're creative.
I wouldn't say that. I think the perspective on how the creation is looked at is different. Yeah. Because I can't say that a mix engineer isn't
a creative.
They are,
because they can be very creative.
I didn't say they were creative. Relax.
No, I know.
No, yeah.
But I do think there's a shift with the mix engineer that's getting way more involved, and we're starting to look at mix engineers like the producer. Like, you know how an artist be like, yo, that's my producer?
Yep.
Now we're getting a mix engineer like, yo, he cultivates the sound.
Yeah.
And we see that with the 40s. We see that with the Dr. Dre's, people that like are producers but also known for mixing as well. Now,
it's always the same. It's literally history repeating itself, because the way you get that, the way people know who you are. We know Tizio, but I know a lot of girls that love Chris Brown that probably don't know Tizio.
Of course.
But
of course,
we know Jay-Z, we know Guru. I know a lot of people know who Guru is. Why? Because it's always next to them.
Yeah.
Guru and Hove, Noah and Drake. So it's just like that attachment is going to be needed, because you're helping cultivate and create a sound.
Right.
That not only are you creating a sound, because it's not easy to create a sound, but it's easy to sit with an artist and create something, but it's not as easy to create something that fucking works.
Okay, so shift for me right quick. And I want you to go first, Courtney. From what do you want to claim right now? Do you want to claim a recording engineer, mix engineer, or producer, right? And then the question I'm going to ask you is, how do you make money in that field?
I about to say, can I just be interesting and claim the jack of all trades position? Because that's the interesting point that I want to speak to.
Oh, so basically you're saying like, I produce, I record what you do, I record, I mix,
so I think it does come down to, it really does actually come down to a lot of what Levin said in terms of how you're able to build that likeness, how you're able to evolve something that you're known for, curate something that people know you for, but ultimately those both relate to how much people are able to trust you. So I've been really thinking about this the past couple years, especially when it comes down to being an artist. For those of you that don't know, I'm an artist, and I would love to like get to where these two are at the point of performing on stage and doing shows and stuff like that. But what a lot of people also do not realize is that being an artist, especially when you're a damn good artist, when you love what you do, there's a huge, fucking massive bag in songwriting.
Yeah. Okay.
When you're good with your lyrics, when you've become known for how you communicate through records, there's a bag in that.
Okay.
Same way, it's almost two sides of the same coin for artists and producers. I think I told you. I didn't tell you about it. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. If my anime fans out there, if y'all watch Vinland Saga Season 2, anime shows got opening songs and stuff. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis just caught a fucking anime opening.
That is weird.
Credit.
Right, credit for it.
Like, that's incredible.
Yes, wow.
And it's Jimmy Jam and Terry. It's not like you'll look on the thing and be like, oh, that person did it. You look on this, like, watching and you're like, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, I know, like, we know those people.
Right,
and
right,
a lot
right.
of, like, regular people, passive listeners of music, know those people. Same thing with mixing engineers when it comes to, look at Ali. Ali's synonymous when it comes to Kendrick sound. Guru and Jay-Z.
That's very true. Like, we attach those two people together.
And Jason Joshua, it's,
Mike Dean and Kendrick. I mean, not Kendrick. Mike Dean and Kanye.
Mike Dean and Kanye.
That's true.
Mike Dean was always next to Kanye. That's what gave
there you go.
Dean, like, it gave him credence.
Right. It just made us go, Mike Dean. Or he would say his name in the records, too.
That, too.
Like, he said his name. He said Mike Dean in Mad Records.
So
like
my ultimate point, just to nutshell it and to give Levin's due respect on that point, just to bring it forward, it's having something that people can trust you for. As an artist, and this is not the only avenues you can do, but as an artist, you can be a songwriter. As a producer, curate your sound and shop. Like Levin said, you can shop sample packs, you can shop sounds, but find a way to put yourself in those rooms without having to actively be like, hey, here's my card and I do this, I do XYZ.
Yeah.
Mix engineer, you can do the same thing and always keep your personality at the forefront of it. People can't trust who they don't know.
It's a great point. So I'll go. So I'll say, okay, from the producer standpoint, how you guys make money, or how I make money. I be leaving myself out of saying I'm a producer.
About to say, like,
and I need to have more respect for myself, and you need to tell me have respect for myself. As a producer, right? I see so many different levers I can pull as a producer to make money. One, sessions producing for people.
Exactly.
Selling beats. We all know that. Leases, beat leases. Even a lot of producers sleep on the type beats revenue, being that you put a type beat up on YouTube and dog, it's streaming. You're making money off the streams.
That is streaming.
That's what I think a lot of people don't even see it as that. They be like, well, I don't want my beat, yada yada. Yo, bro, how many throwaways do we all have in our computers right now that
Quite
can literally generate bread every day? Yeah. And whether it's like I know we both could pull up 100 tracks that's just sitting on our laptops, and guess what's gonna do for the next 5 years? It's gonna sit right there, knowing damn well in the back of my mind, yo, dog, I can literally throw these on YouTube as type beats or this type of beat, and bro, they will generate revenue. So for me, that's something that I'm even gonna tap into, where I was like, yo, bro, I make so much music and I feel like I let it go to waste. And I'm thinking I keep thinking about the hit record, the big one. When I'm like, yo, bro, I can nickel and dime this shit.
You can literally nickel and dime your stuff.
And over time, I'm like, oh shit, my whole YouTube just type beats is making me extra $2,000 a month. And it's like, it's all throwaways. I don't care about this shit anyway. And you can do it. And I know a lot of producers also say, well, I don't want to be known for this. I know producers that have a different name for their YouTube type beat shit.
That's what I was about to say on your earlier point. When you saying, some artists and some producers get, I get kind of funny about the work.
They don't like the lead
I'm not gonna lie to you. Dev is a nice person. I don't know how nice Levers will be on that, but I'm gonna tell you like it is. Like, this whole shit, as much as it's a passion project for a lot of us, it's a fucking job.
It's a job.
Get out your fucking ego, bro. Yeah. Like, I get it. Your work is special, but it's how you fucking eat, bro.
Yo, Courtney Stan's gonna go crazy this episode.
Yeah, they gonna.
No, but like,
Courtney Howard gonna go crazy.
I see it. Originality can cause you to rob yourself of so many fucking opportunities.
That's true.
It doesn't have to be that deep.
That's true.
Yeah, you so passionate, bro.
I do, bro, because I want to see y'all win.
You know what you're doing.
I love
no, because you know what the comments gonna do, Courtney, because they be wanting Courtney. I know you know how they are with Courtney. Okay, but here, so obviously with the producer, I see a bunch of levers. I see you guys being able to sell beats. I see you guys being able to do the type beat stuff with YouTube, the sample packs. That's a big newer kind of thing that's getting up there. I see that for y'all. I'll say for the engineers, for a mix engineer, the way you can make money. I see us doing tips and tricks. That is like, that's our bread and, I'm not gonna lie, that's our bread and butter as far as like growing our likeness, showing these big artist sessions and showing like the intricacies of it. Selling templates. Big thing for us. Selling preset packs. Fucking obviously mixing in general, right? Like just mixing in general. And then doing seminars and courses. Like for some reason, the way we're making the most money like a lot of money in mix engineering is, bro, giving game. Which is wonderful. It's a dope ecosystem that we're creating from a mix engineer standpoint of just like giving back with the education. So education wise and giving game and resources and tips and tricks, that's where a lot of money is besides just straight up mixing.
I need you to understand though, because I'm hearing you as somebody who is, I'm thinking from the perspective of an engineer that is not there. Who is not, like, if I put out a template, nobody's going to buy it.
Sure.
Because I have nothing to offer them. So I feel like, just understand that, people, it's like, how the hell can I do it? How am I going to give game to?
Got you. See, but here's my thing. If we're looking at the producer side of it, right? If you're a producer and you're just starting, who gives a shit about your sample pack? Who's going to really give it attention? And it can be great.
Yeah.
It can be great. But who's really going to give attention to that too? So I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, what I'm saying is, I'm talking from the perspective of you're building a reputation, right? Obviously, if you're a mixing engineer, the best way to build a reputation is fucking mix records, right? I would always tell mix engineers, yo, go out there and just offer someone to mix their shit for free. Like, that's what I would do. I'd be like, yo, I'll throw a mix on it. I do that one mix, bro. I would get them. They'd be like, yo, can you mix the next one? I'm like, yo, just give me 60. Now I'm charging them. And they like, bet. And that's how much I used to charge for mixes back then. I used to charge like $80 to people per mix. And I used to just nickel it and just do that all day. But my first mix was always free just so I can get them.
You got to get the clientele.
Because we all know from a musician standpoint, dog, if you make that artist feel good, sound good, and go, oh, my song hit, you got them. Like, you got them. OD. So
that was the answer I was looking for.
Got
that's
you.
more of a comment.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
and
go ahead.
And as a producer, we said sample packs, we said YouTube type beats, and
Right.
all of that. But same conversation of,
you gotta
if
build.
you don't have anything to offer,
You don't have a reputation. People aren't going to trust you.
Then people don't care. Not even trust you. People don't have to trust you to care.
Right.
Like
To care. You're right.
The
You're
way,
right.
honestly, as a producer, the way you build your value
Uh-huh.
is not on paper, but it's on experience. You have to be able to walk into a session and not just play a bunch of beats.
That's right.
You got to be able to help create.
Yeah.
Whether you learn how to write,
Right.
whether you're a session musician and you just throw bass on people's beats for 5% of the beat.
Right.
Whether you put out drum loops on Reddit and catch placements that way.
That's a big place to get drum loops.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
for
it's
sure.
just like create something that you're able to just spread yourself out a little more than just playing beats.
Yeah.
And can I tell y'all something? I'm gonna give y'all a little tip, right?
What?
Don't send. I probably said this on the podcast.
What?
Right? Don't send artists snippets of your beats.
That's nasty.
Don't send artists.
You're an animal.
Don't send. Don't put the. Shout out to Curtis King. Don't put the no free. Why didn't you pay for your beat?
That is stop.
Tag.
Stop. That is
'Cause I'ma
the
tell you this
wildest
right now.
beat tag on earth.
Nah, it's insane.
What does it say? It's
Why
so
did you pay for your
imagine
beat,
you
though?
you rapping, you like getting money, bitches on my and then you hear Curtis King, why you ain't pay for this beat?
Why
though?
you ain't pay for this beat?
Because I say like
though?
this,
boy.
when you finally catch that shot, and they tell you, hey, Lil Baby needs a bunch of beats right now, and you're in Whole Foods,
Take that tag
and
off.
all you got is your Dropbox, and you can't even take your tag off.
That's a tough one.
Now you send over that pack. Lil Baby's in that studio
It's
on the
tagged up.
bigs,
Right.
high as shit, got bitches, and all he hear is, "Why didn't you pay for this beat?" Or he's like, "Yo,
Embarrassed.
this beat is hard,"
And then he hears
it
that.
ends at 29 seconds.
Yo,
you're done.
So
you just lost your shot.
So I mentioned that before, where there was a producer back in the day that he was like, "Yo, let's work." Blah blah. I was like, "Bet, bro, let's work."
Yeah.
And he sent me like a streaming link, like a like a SoundCloud link of beats. And I'm listening, and I remember I pressed play on one. I'm like, and like 20 seconds over, I was like,
Where's the rest?
"Yo, bro, where's the other beats?" He's like, "Nah, I just don't want nobody to tell." I'm like,
He said, bro.
Can I tell you something?
if you don't send me the
if you don't email
whole
yourself
shit,
the beat, If you don't get yourself
That's
like
nasty. That poor man
poor man's
copy.
copyright.
and it works.
It don't.
Because
Poor man's
it does.
copyright.
It don't hold up in court. I'm just letting you know. It won't hold up in court.
Really? It doesn't?
It's a myth. Like sending it. Remember they used to
Wow.
say put it in the
This is
mail.
game.
It doesn't. It won't hold up in
Once
court.
you
I've
save
heard it
that
doesn't hold up in court.
FLP file, I don't know what Ableton's file.
Oh no.
is.
ALS.
Once you save that, it is your property.
Yes.
And once you send that to somebody, if
Yeah.
you have that email
Yeah.
in court,
Your
and you can
PTX.
play, hey, this is my beat.
Yeah.
You're fine.
It's submissible
Stop
in
being
court.
scared. Please stop being scared.
I'm not gonna lie,
Because
that's great
your
advice.
fear is going to stop
Hinder
you from
you.
getting that record.
Oh, dude,
That's true.
definitely is.
Imagine we in the studio with fucking Lil Baby and somebody like we just watch a producer lose his thing like that. It's like, oh, delete the rest of the pack. I don't want this.
And we can obviously see that little LG really wants that little baby feature.
Okay.
So
Placement.
without that, I want to say let's wrap this whole thing up. We're getting out of here. This is the My Audio Nerds podcast, the podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Also, make sure you rate us and judge us on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify Podcasts. And make sure you put your @name in the actual review so we can give you that free copy of the HMD Rosetta EQ. We appreciate you guys. It's your boy Devvon Terrell to the left of me.
If you dare request me on Cash App, I'm blocking you.
I can't wait to see if this Cash App thing works. Please,
I'm going to block
LG, what's your Cash App again?
Oh, $LJEAN 03.
I'm not gonna-
If you request me, I swear I'll block you with no.
Well, they're gonna just send you anywhere. Whatever.
No.
We'll see how this
I'll
goes.
block
Make sure you post on the HMD thing. LG, my guy to the right of me.
Courtney Taylor.
It's
You
your boy
already know
Devvon
what's
Terrell.
going
We are
on.
out of here. Yo, you haven't said nothing about Behringer in a long time.
Because can I tell you something? It's growth. I think I'm healing. I'm in therapy
Just
now.
cut the
So
feed.
He got
Just
paid.
cut
They
the
sent
feed.
him some
Just cut
gear.
Just cut the feed.